What's up, everybody? First Eps podcast back with another brand new episode.
Bringing the energy tonight.
We watched another new TV show. So it's like a spooky comedy called Shining Vale. Yeah, we're going to talk all about it. My name is Eric.
I'm Keith.
And this is First Eps. We are back with a brand new episode of First Eps. Yeah. We watched another new television series.
Yeah, that's what we do.
We do it every week. I don't know if you know this, but every week we're watching the first episode of a brand new television show. We're going to talk all about the first episode
of Shining Vale.
Shining Vale was the one we watched this week. Yeah. There'll be limited spoilers for that first episode.
Just limited.
Yeah. But,
unlimited spoilers.
This is unlimited spoilers. That's how we advertise this show. Yeah, so it's a new show from Stars.
Yes, yeah.
Now it kind of breaks away from our usual thing where it's like we pick a show from a streaming service.
Yeah. And we did stream it, but probably not through the service that.
No, it was through slightly illicit means. We don't subscribe to the Stars. But you know, if you're a cable subscriber, get on Stars. You can get on Amazon Prime with your Star subscription, or you could get it from illicit means
and stream it.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
But of course, we don't condone
that. We watched Shining Vale. So this is Courtney Cox, Greg Kinnear.
Courtney Cox Arquette.
Is she still doing that? Are they still together?
No, I just wanted to see what you would say.
I don't think they're together. Are they still together? This is a great question.
No, I think they're divorced, like long since divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Courtney Cox, Greg Kinnear. It's about them. They're moving into a new home, and like so. This is the premise, and we knew it was haunted. This is all we knew going into the series.
They didn't know it was haunted. We did.
No,
though,
we
did
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't really know what to expect of it. I thought it was going to be like a comedy. I didn't know how much of a comedy it was going to be. It's more of like a dramedy. Yeah.
I mean, it walks the line between comedy and then. Well, I guess we'll talk about it more. But yeah.
All right, let's talk about the first episode. So it starts out with a little note at the beginning. It says, women are more likely to be depressed than men. Women are more likely to be possessed by demons. That's what it says in this beginning.
Yep. And then we see them driving.
Yes. So then we see, family driving. It's Greg Kinnear is the father. Courtney Cox is the mom. I don't remember either of their names. So we're just going to call them Courtney Cox and Greg Kinnear. Great. But just so you know, this is not a documentary about their lives. They are playing characters in this series.
They're not together as far as we know.
And then their kids is like a teenage son, teenage daughter in the back seat. They're going to a destination unknown. But it's a new house.
Destination unknown. Your destination.
And it's funny too. So one of the first times we kind of recognize it as more of a comedy is Courtney Cox is daydreaming. She's leaning there daydreaming, and her husband is trying to get her attention. It's like, hey, babe, I know that's what you're thinking about. And then it like flashes to her like having like sex with some super jacked bald dude.
Yeah, to the music that they're listening to.
What were they listening to? What song was it?
I don't know what it was, but it was like like Daydreamer, like something like that.
Yeah, one of those.
Some smooth 70s rock.
Okay, so she was like daydreaming about this, you know, she's banging some dude.
Oh yeah.
Set to the music.
Yep. Evil Woman by ELO.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Evil Woman by ELO.
That was the song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what are we talking about?
A fan wrote in during our break.
Okay, gotcha. You looked it up. Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, so it's like this, and she's like really getting into it. Yep. So we know it's like not the best marriage right
there. There's a little tip there.
So they're driving, and like all of a sudden she's like, "Swerve the car!" There's like a little girl runs out into the road.
Yes.
And then they miss the little girl. The rest of the family didn't see a little girl. No. Courtney Cox is the only person who saw a little girl.
She must run her over. She's somewhere.
And the whole time, Greg Kinnear's just like gaslighting her. He's like, it was probably a deer. You don't really know what deer look like.
You love that part, didn't you?
Because they were from like what? Chicago, Brooklyn. And they're moving to Connecticut. We find out. So yeah, it's like there's lots of deer around these parts. Yeah, I did like that. And then they pull into the town. Welcome to Shining Vale.
Yep.
And that's like our title card.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
They pull up this huge house.
Oh yeah,
like a giant house. And one kid's like, "We're moving into a hotel."
Yeah, that was awesome. Although I did think it was a little weird. Like you didn't see the house. I mean, the kids. I guess there's kids are supposed to be really detached from the parents. I mean, it seemed a little like that detached. They didn't look at the house, but whatever. They. I mean,
the one kid didn't look up the entire time from his like video game thing.
I could relate with that though.
Yeah. We find out at this point that Courtney Cox is an author trying to like kind of rekindle her, her writing ability.
Yep. She got the old writer's block.
Yeah. So this is a new place for her to work on her. What was it? It was like her book was like a sensual book about like someone with alcohol problems who was like having an affair. Because then Greg Kinnear's like, yeah, it hits real close to home.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Exactly.
Next up, they're having a family dinner. They want to have a family dinner at this new house.
Yep.
We get to see the dynamic between the family. It's not great.
No. Now, during the family, so there's obviously, the daughter who is hypersexual and is just trying to escape from the family any way possible by making, I think, the wrong choices. But I'm not going to put my purposes
we're not
on
going to
her.
judge.
There's a son who's completely checked out of reality, who plays his video games all the time, who I do root for a little bit more because I feel like he's just so...
Yeah, he could come out of his shell. He's a little
he's not really mean.
Dude. He's just like
the daughter has an edge to her that I don't find particularly pleasant to watch.
No. She's very mean.
Right?
Yeah.
The son just is awkward.
He's very awkward. Yeah, at one point, like, Courtney Cox is like, let's try this eye contact. And he's just like, it's like fighting like eye contact with her. And I was like...
So he's a little more of an enjoyable character. And then there's Greg Kinnear, who is trying to bring the family together and but he's kind of...
He's very aware that his wife had an affair.
Yep.
It's brought up many times by him and other people,
and the daughter,
and he's trying to like just
make light of it and be like, oh yeah, that's
just gotta be tough.
Yeah.
So they're at this thing. The kids storm off to do something. Greg Kinnear's like, let's make love.
Yeah.
So he wants
to
to
moved in now.
Love.
He's in the new mansion. He feels empowered,
and he's like, we haven't done this since you. And he like kind of had like a breakdown because he was gonna say like she effed this other guy. And then we go back to 3 months earlier. They're on like a therapy couch, and it all comes out. We hear all about it.
Yes, right.
It was like their handyman.
Oh, okay, that's what it was. I missed that part.
Yes. Yeah. But in that thing, she also talks about how she suffers from depression. Her mother suffered from depression.
It was the handyman who took his shirt off by mistake, and that started the whole thing.
Yeah, he was fixing their dryer or whatever, and he had to take his shirt off.
I remember laughing at that.
Yeah, because Greg Kinnear's like, who takes their shirt off to like fix this? But yeah, so this is the same point we find out that she did have depression. Her mother had depression.
Yep.
Her mother was also like
had
like
psychosis.
Psychosis.
Yeah.
So back to the present. Greg Kinnear is undressing in the living room.
Yep.
Very awkwardly.
Yes.
Were you attracted to Greg Kinnear?
Well, we only saw his stomach because his shirt got caught on his watch.
On his watch.
And then we didn't get to see much. So I was prepared to be attracted.
Yeah.
But I didn't see anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he had more defined abs than I thought he would.
Yeah, I was
like I thought I'd see more of a gut, and he had no gut. He had
a dad bod.
Not really though.
Yeah.
Either.
No, that's what I'm saying. You thought you would see it.
No dad bod. Yeah.
So. She tells him, go upstairs, I'll be right up. She wants to make some tea, I guess. I don't know. It was weird. She's like, I'll be right up. And then she goes and puts a tea kettle on.
Yeah. Maybe
you do that before
yeah. Definitely. Yeah. You need to, like, make a nice Earl Grey to really get my senses. Yeah.
Because at this point, she hears this piano playing. This piano that they tried earlier and didn't work at all.
Doesn't play.
And now she hears a ding, ding. So she goes and explores this area, and then she hears something outside. She's on the second floor. She hears something at the window.
Tap, tap.
Yeah, opens the curtains. We get a jump scare.
Yeah,
pretty impressive one.
Which I did not expect.
No, it was good. It was like horror movie level scare. It was like an older woman, ghostly.
It definitely had, like, I think we'll talk about it too, but Haunted of Hill House-esque every once in a while came into it.
Yes, yeah, it was.
And I didn't anticipate that.
Yeah, especially because it's like most of the time it's making light of like so much stuff, and then it's like this comedy, and then there's like legit scary parts.
Yeah.
So, that's our first part, and she freaks out. Courtney Cox freaks out, runs to Greg Kinnear. It's like, there's a woman at the window, and she's like, and then they started talking about it, and she's like, old-fashioned like your mother. That's what she says to Greg Kinnear. It's like, my mother's not old-fashioned. She's handsome. And then they kept describing this ghost as a handsome woman.
And I remember the other part I thought was funny of that too. And he's like, well, where even was it? She's like, in the living room. He's like, the living room doesn't overlook the backyard. She's like, whatever the one in the backyard is, that's the family room.
Yes. This was my favorite part of the show for the comedy, because it was so it was very smart but very silly. And this woman, I absolutely loved it. That was when I was like, okay, I'm getting this show. It's not like I'm getting the type of comedy that it's supposed to be.
Yeah, because it's kind of, we're going back and forth, legitimately kind of being a scared.
A scaredy.
Being
I was scared of the ghosts.
Exactly. And then you laugh in the next moment. You're like, oh.
But specifically, Greg Kinnear's character, because then he was also like, it was probably a deer.
That's right. Totally. I know what a deer looks like. She loses it.
Yeah. So another super funny thing that Greg Kinnear said, like she was telling him to fix something, and he's like, "Well, we did have a good handyman." So I was like, "Yeah, Greg Kinnear, he's the funny part of this thing." So then we're out in the daytime. Courtney Cox is taking the kids to the bus. And she sees this woman. Now, she's seen this woman prior. We saw her earlier in the show. And she sees this other one. She's like this Asian woman that's always just standing there. And, I think she's real.
She looks real.
Right?
She kind of walks by. She looks.
Yeah, and she just doesn't say anything.
No.
She just kind of stands there, staring at Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Maybe she recognizes her from, Friends.
Or, what happened.
Yeah.
Because she has had some work done. So her face doesn't move quite as much.
Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
So, I love Courtney Cox. I was very excited to watch another episode with her on it. I really enjoyed Friends.
I loved her in the Scream series. She was great.
Cougar Town. Did you ever watch any of that?
No, but
she was great.
I know you
in
like that with the big wine glasses.
Yes, but I just want her face to just move, just be a little bit more expressive. It's so frozen. I was like,
yeah.
But I still love her.
No, I mean she's great. She's she's a legend.
She's a legend.
Yeah.
So anyways, we see this woman in the street, but she just kind of vanishes, though. That's the one thing where, a bus will go by and she'll just be gone.
She's gone again.
Like Batman style.
Yep. And again, it's all part of that thing, is Courtney Cox seeing things? Are these people really here?
Yeah, because the whole time, Courtney Cox has been the only one to have these things happen.
Yep.
Next up, after this point, she goes to the attic. She's writing. She wants to write her book.
And where else do you want to write but in the attic? Yeah.
And she
it seemed a little odd to me, but I mean, it's cool. But she's writing a horror book, sure. But
is she writing a horror? Oh yeah, she's not. It's still another. I think it's a sequel to her sensual.
Yeah.
That's what if she was writing.
If she was, right. I mean,
yeah, exactly. That's the perfect location.
Kinky stuff, up in the attic, and I don't know. Yeah, with those dolls with their eyes out next to her. It was really weird.
It was a weird attic. But so she's on a Zoom call with her manager. So we find out how dire it is. And if she doesn't get a chapter done, they're gonna take away her the
advance. Money. Yeah, exactly, the advance. Yeah.
So she's got to get to work. Yeah. This is a point where she found a picture frame with photos of the ghosts that she saw.
I was like,
the woman outside, the little girl, and she goes and takes him to Greg Kinnear, and he's like, these are the photos that came in the frame. It was I don't know.
It was really funny, those blown out pastel photographs of people just smiling.
Yeah,
and she looks and she's like, these were not the pictures that were in there when I saw them. These were.
So that was another spooky part.
Really
it was really well done.
Yeah.
So she goes back to writing, and then all of a sudden, we see her eyes change. They get dilated, and she's struggling there typing, and all of a sudden she's far and away something
yeah.
I don't. Was she? You think she's possessed by something?
That's what it seemed like they were trying to play for us.
Yeah, because the part in the beginning where they're depressed women can be possessed, and then we showed this happening where she's possessed.
Yep.
And then. Yes. Then after
she's typing like a maniac. Then
she's just doing
all sentences. She already got a page done in a minute. We saw
exactly,
and it was kind of haunted stuff too.
Yeah, haunted, sexy stuff. My favorite.
Was there sexiness with it? I just remember there being I thought it was a scream or something that was in the beginning.
Yeah, sexy.
Not a sexy scream. No, I thought it was a horror scream, but maybe it was both. I don't remember now. We'll have to watch again for the Easter eggs. Yeah.
All right, in the next scene, so Courtney Cox she's outside with her cute little doggy, and she sees like these possessed like demon eyes.
Oh my gosh, this to me was the highlight of the whole show.
Yeah, it was really scary.
Yeah. And then she's like, she grabs an axe. She's like, I've got an axe. I've got an axe.
And then what do we see?
It's a deer.
A fucking deer.
It was really great.
Really tied it all together.
Because the whole time she's like, I know what a deer looks like. I'm not afraid of a deer. And the scariest moment of the whole show was a deer.
Yeah. And then she goes back inside, and that old woman is just standing there saying, Patricia.
Yes.
Which is Courtney Cox's name, by the way.
Is it? You looked it up?
No, I think I just remember that from the episode. So, and then that's the first step. So it was just about a half hour. And yeah, it was enjoyable. I thought they towed the line between like spooky and comedy very well.
Yeah.
And the characters, we'll see about the characters. But before we get too deep into our review, let's go on a little tangent.
Yeah.
Let's talk about ghosts, baby.
Okay.
Let's talk about ghosts and me.
Okay, go. You start then.
No, I just know. So you love ghosts, ghost stories, ghost TV shows, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever had like an encounter like with a ghost or a deer?
I've had several with deers. I've never had one with a ghost before, and I want one. I mean, so we did do that one ghost hunting once of the Derby Dunkirk Lighthouse.
Yeah, which was very cool. Like, we didn't get any like hard and fast like evidence
like
about
there are
this.
Flashlights going on and off by themselves.
Yeah,
and that was
really
about
cool.
it. Which was cool. They seem to be answering questions to our command, like flashed on if it's yes, don't flash if it's no, and they were flashing on.
Yeah, my favorite thing with that was like, so they had that like thing that would like go through like radio waves or whatever.
Like it's called a spirit box, I've heard.
Okay, yeah, and you would talk, you would ask a question, and then you would wait for like something to come through the radio waves.
We should get one of those.
And that was really cool because there were some where it was like people like asked like, who is it? And then you would hear like Mike come through. And I was like, dude, that's weird.
It's weird, yeah, because it's usually like Mike. And you're
exactly.
Like, whoa.
Yeah. So that was cool. Yeah. But like, so you've never had any like poltergeist encounters?
Poltergeist,
like
no,
that?
thank God. I would love to. So I've stayed in several haunted hotels, and actually none of them I've really sought out to be that way. But after I'm in them, I'm like, this looks really old. Let me see if there's any stories. For instance, like the Roycroft Hotel here has some supposed ghosts in East Aurora. But I've stayed.
These are all old, super old buildings.
Yeah. Too. And we stayed at the old Psych Center too once. When there was a hotel here in the town.
So that's a big one. So there was an old, like in Buffalo, New York, there was this old psychiatric center that has like these terrible stories. It's supposed to be like one of the most haunted places in like the country. And then they turned it into like a super upscale, like nice hotel.
Yeah, so we stayed there one Christmas, and I wanted something to happen.
Nothing.
It was just an expensive, nice hotel.
Do you have any like friends or anything that have had experiences that they share with you?
The only one I know is that Michelle's friend, Night Hags, who are currently on hiatus, another podcast, but her friend Meg, supposedly she says she can see ghosts.
Really?
So yeah, it's like
what do they look like? Like a person with a sheet over their head?
No, like just regular people.
Are they see-through?
I believe they are from what.
Wow.
Yeah, what
we gotta have her on the show for
we
this
should have her
conversation.
on. Yeah. I don't know much about it, so I just know that I've heard that claim. But yeah, I did have the one mystical experience, so there might have been. I don't say it's ghosts, but I did have this one experience in a church once. Did I tell you this?
No.
I've never told you this story?
I don't think so.
This is why I became, such a devout.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
But I was in a church, and there is a shrine or an altar or something to Saint Agnes.
Okay.
And when I was there reading the description, I started smelling lilies. Like crazy strong lilies.
Really?
Like, and like roses. You the smell of it. Like it just comes out. And I'm like, now this wasn't Easter time. It was like in the dead of January. And I remember looking around being like, okay, there's got to be flowers. Didn't see any flowers around me. The only person around me was a homeless woman behind me who was asleep.
Oh, okay.
But she definitely didn't smell like lilies.
Yeah, probably not.
It might have been an angel. Who knows? But it definitely didn't. Anyway, then I was reading the description. I finished. Lilies are one of the flowers that are ascribed to this.
Really?
Yeah, the saint.
Very. Now, you don't think you read that word prior to that and had some sort of like psychosomatic?
I'm telling you, no. It was. I've never smelled lilies in my life, just like randomly. Like I don't really. I've never had. Maybe if it happened to me in the past.
Yeah.
Like I do have false memories. That happens to me. So I do sometimes when I get these ideas in my head, I'm like, maybe there's a memory, a false memory. This one, though, how it really happened.
Yeah.
And it was really bizarre. I've never had smells.
That's really cool.
So that's all I have.
So that's what triggered your obsession with...
I mean, I always kind of had it before that, but that really cemented it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't tell you that story.
No, you may have. Okay. It does sound familiar.
Yeah. But that's the closest I got to the weird spiritual thing.
Yeah, I never had anything like that either. Like, I have friends growing up who would say that they... would close their cupboards and they would go to bed and wake up in the morning and all the cupboards were open.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
in
shit
Boston?
like that.
New York?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then some other stuff where people just they would hear, conversations and that sort of stuff.
Really?
But yeah, me personally, never happened. I really want something like that to happen.
I would love it. I would love it.
You more than me. I like watching horror movies and stuff like that, but you like watching all those ghost hunting shows and stuff like that. Which I mean it's bound to happen. You got to get out there and start going to these places.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it's really the combination of the history of it, because I love the history, the investigation portion of it, and then the unknown portion. And so it's all those three, and the spookiness. Yeah. So that it kind of hits all these boxes that I find really interesting as a ghost hunting experience. So I like those shows a lot.
Yeah, I know you're really into the history part of it. So, and that's my least favorite part.
Is it? Yeah.
I just want to hear don't
tell me the history. Let's just get what are the ghost stories? Let's get into this haunt.
Not even the ghost stories. I want to hear a ghost talking.
Yeah, that's it. You don't want to hear the stories about who's there. You just want to investigate.
I just want to hear a ghost saying "Hey, boo."
Hey. Oh, like in Elden Ring. In Elden Ring, there's a stone you can carry, or a bored out coconut. Elden Ring is a game if you don't watch it, and your character blows into it, and it says go for it. It's like,
hello.
That's what it sounds like. It's the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what you want.
How ghosts.
That's what you want a ghost to do.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Yeah.
So what right now? What's your favorite ghost hunting show that you watch? I want to get into these a little bit more. What's the one I should check out?
Well, we've talked in the past about Kindred Spirits. I think that's a really interesting one.
Kindred Spirits.
Yeah. That one is cool. Again,
is that the one with the person you like? Who's the woman that you were talking about?
Amy Bruni.
Yep. She's from Kindred Spirits?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does
she have
Adam
that podcast?
Berry. She does.
Okay.
Called Haunted Road, which is also very good.
Okay. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah, check it out. Yeah. There's one that just started. I don't know anything, but I can't recommend it at this point. But so I watch a lot of these on Discovery Plus. It's $5.99 a month. It's well worth it to me to be able to watch. They've got the whole run of Ghost Hunters 2, which was on for 13 years. So you can watch 20 episodes. Oh, wow. It's basically the Seinfeld. We just watch it. I watch it sometimes. My partner does not. But it's well worth it for the ghost shows. They just had a new one that just came out that's about a family bought a dude ranch that's consistent of old abandoned houses. This is in Montana.
Okay.
So they put up all these old houses in a row and made it into a dude ranch. There's a saloon. There's a church. And they don't know where they came from. They're all different places of Montana, but they're all terribly haunted. And apparently, there's a demon. So
now this is a whole series about this dude ranch.
Yes. So the family brought in these people to investigate it because they said they want to sell it, and they're but I guess it's a destination place. If you wanted to, I would never stay there. It didn't look all that.
You wouldn't stay at a not haunted dude ranch.
I wouldn't want to stay at a dude ranch at all.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. But this one's really run down. Yeah.
But dude ranch.
Dude ranch, really?
Doesn't sound cool.
Yeah. I mean, you get the lasso and you're out
there.
Hey,
dude.
Exactly. That was a great show.
Was that a dude? Was Hey Dude?
Yeah, I wanted to go to that so bad.
That was just a summer camp. Why was it called Hey Dude? Did it have anything to do with a dude ranch?
It was a dude ranch. Oh. Yeah. The summer camp was the other one. Camp.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Anawanda. Yeah.
Salute your shorts.
That was it. Yeah.
Shit. I'm going to revoke my...
Your Nickelodeon Kids pass. Yeah, but I mean, so that's a brand new one. I don't know anything about it, but it was just...
What is that one
called? I don't know.
Hey, Dude.
Dude Ranch from Hell.
Dude. Oh, I like it.
It's also on Discovery Plus.
Okay.
So we'll see how that evolves. But yeah. I don't know.
I'll check them out.
Yeah. I mean, see.
Do you think that when you pass away, do you think you'll want to be a ghost?
That's a good question. So, a lot of the ghosts tend to be there's always some that are like have happy memories, right? So like some like supposedly like this is where they were. It's a child ghost, but the guy lived to be like 100 years old. But they see a guy on an old bike, and the stories of this guy used to ride a bike as a kid. So it's almost like the spirit comes back to like a really happy place in their life. So if I could be that kind of spirit, sure. Maybe I'd be like here, just like spinning in your living room as a ghost every once in a while.
Would you be like a helpful spirit or at all, or would you just
neutral.
be there? You would just be there. Would you like wave, ride your bike?
I wave on my bike and watch sometimes.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Creepy.
I don't want to ride it.
That's creepier than a mean spirit that like interacts with them.
Yeah, no. I just stand behind the curtain and just watch, and I'm like, oh, they see me, and then they fade away.
Like what kind of smile would you have?
Mona Lisa smile.
What does that mean? Show it to
me.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
That is creepy.
A Cheshire cat smile.
Yeah.
And you only see my smiling lips in the room just floating. That would be creepy.
Yeah,
would you want to be a ghost?
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, what would you want to do to people?
That's a good question. I think like I would want to be like a prophetic ghost and like but just like weird like and I just make shit up.
Yeah.
I'm like
look to the stars on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. So it just fucks with people's heads like all the time.
That's amazing.
So like, this ghost is telling it. Why would he lie?
No,
like why would a ghost lie?
Unseen knowledge.
Yeah,
you know this stuff,
but
right?
just to mess with people.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Would you be like ghost? Would you like touch them? Just like pulling the hair every once in a while, and like really?
I don't know.
Freak them out. Is that too much?
From my understanding,
yeah.
From watching the movie Ghost,
yeah,
that's very difficult, and you have to you exert a lot of energy.
It is. But sometimes there are ways to get energy. For instance, during an electrical storm.
Okay.
Then
you could touch people more during an electrical storm.
Just
just kind of just poking.
Must the storms are brewing.
Now, would you? Speaking of ghosts, now
Yeah.
Patrick Swayze, R.I.P. Great movie, probably one of the best ghost movies of all time. Am I right?
Have I seen it?
You've never seen Ghost?
I mean, I did. The part with the hands on the face, and she's making the clay.
Oh, well, you just seen that's a scene. What about Oda Mae? Yeah, Oda Mae goes into him, or she goes in. He goes into her.
Oh, to talk to her?
Yeah,
because she's like the psychic.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the whole thing.
Oh man, you should watch it.
So
it's
I mean,
classic
I'm sure it is.
Love story.
Yeah. Great music.
Action movie, horror movie, ghost story. Dude, it's got it all.
Okay, I mean,
Whoopi.
Sure.
Demi
Swayze.
Wow.
You sold me. Yeah. No, I've never watched it. The best movie I've seen with ghosts is Ghostbusters.
I watched this movie called...
Although, actually, Paranormal... Wait, what is that?
Did you see the new Ghostbusters?
The one with the girls?
No. That one's garbage. We don't talk about that one.
Okay, which one?
It's like it just came out recently.
No, okay.
It's like with kids. It's like Stranger Things meets Ghostbusters.
Wait, it's a movie though? Not
it's a movie.
Show. Okay.
Yeah, it's really
cool.
good.
Cool.
Very like a lot of Easter eggs to like the original.
Oh, nice. I'll watch it. Definitely. Totally.
So I watched the movie and I told you about it. It's called a Ghost Story. And there's like 100 words spoken in the entire movie.
Okay.
But it's great. It's just like these super long static shots. And the ghost in this is just represented by, like, it stars Casey Affleck. And he plays this ghost. And it's just him with a sheet over him with two eyes cut out.
Okay.
For the whole.
It's creepy.
That's like their ghost.
Yeah.
Like a traditional, like, Scooby-Doo ghost.
Is like, is the person like supposed to be terrifying? Like terrifying people with that?
No one can see them.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Like he's just there. Like I don't, spoilers for this ghost story, and I definitely recommend it. I don't want to give away too much, but like, he's just there. He's passed away, and like he's trying to get like people's attention, but like no one can see him or anything. It's like really like a heartbreaking movie, but it's like a really cool take on ghosts. I recommend it.
Got it. Cool. Yeah.
All right. What else can we talk about? Ghosts.
I mean,
this is a Ghost of Palooza, just like last week's Pirate.
Oh, right.
Palooza.
Yeah, matey.
And I still have half a beer.
I mean, I feel. Well, I think that like ghost ships, right? That's always a scary thing. That kind of meets the two.
Okay.
A ghost ship.
I mean, you don't hear about ghost ships as much as like just regular haunted houses.
No. But like, speaking of ghost ships, so I can tell you one thing too. The last opera I ever went to was what what's it called? The Flying Dutchman, which is about the ghost ship. That whenever you saw the ghost ship come in, you would die too.
Really?
When it came into harbor, if you saw that.
So this is a tie into our last week's episode about Pirates of the Caribbean.
Kind of.
Because they had a ghost ship in that one.
Oh, that's right, they do.
Yeah.
But that was happening on like when was that? January 16th or something. Or no, it was March 6th. That's when I saw it. Right before COVID got really, really, really bad. And I was like, ooh, that was a harbinger of doom when the ghost ship, the Flying Dutchman. And I wonder if the Met will ever play that opera again because it was a brand new opera that premiered.
That caused COVID.
I'm not saying it, but it's possible,
We've been blaming China this whole time. It was the opera.
It was the Metropolitan Opera in New York City.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, you heard it first, people. Yeah.
So that's that ghost. Yeah. So that ship, that naval warship or whatever.
Oh, I'd love to do that.
Downtown. That's supposedly haunted.
Yeah. The USS Sullivan Brothers or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of
Ghost
cool
Hunters
ghost
went to
stuff.
that one.
Oh, did they?
They did. They actually, the Ghost Hunters. So they went to Iron Island Museum. The
Psych Center.
I don't know if I actually went to the Psych Center. They went to
that place.
The downtown
the terminal, central terminal.
That's right. The train terminal, and they went to the Sullivans, the warships, and then they also went to there's one other one. What's the other one that's in the area?
Was it in East Aurora?
No.
I feel like they went to the Psych Center.
They may have. I might have missed that episode. Shoot, there's another one too that's in town. Iron Island. They also went to the one in Bethany. There's it's a really well known one in Bethany, New York, not too far from us. A psych asylum out there.
I don't know that.
Yeah,
I don't know where Bethany is. I don't know who Bethany is.
It's somewhere out in towards the Finger Lakes more.
Gotcha.
But not too far from us. Yeah. Anyway,
I think we covered everything there is to know about ghosts.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you some ghost stuff though.
Tell me a ghost thing.
So okay. Now, would you buy an old ghost town in rural Montana? I want to know about where your comfort is.
Am I making an offer?
The old ghost town in rural Montana is only $300,000 and has income potential.
Okay. How many houses am I buying?
Just 12 houses with it too.
12
Quite a bit of
houses.
land too.
Okay. Is there
also a barn for your horse?
Now, when was this? When did the people leave this area?
Oh, after the bus. So in about 1895.
1895 ghost town. Is there a mine nearby?
Yes, there is a mine nearby, but it's very dangerous.
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
So haunted mine, haunted town. Is there any updated living spaces, or am I still just buying an untouched town?
There is one that's been redone for the caretaker. Yeah, okay. This is a very Instagram-worthy town.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd offer $270.
Accepted. All right. So you move into it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel like this could be like Hell House LLC. Yeah. We turn this into like a bustling tourist attraction.
So you're not concerned about the ghosts that may live there or not in that area?
Not me. Like I don't. Okay. I'm not concerned with any ghosts.
So okay. All right.
So that's. I guess that's a thing we could talk about.
Yeah.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
But would you want let's say what kind of ghost it is. Yeah, we should talk about that.
Well, so that's the thing. Yeah. I would love to have some sort of contact with ghosts because I'm not afraid. I'm more curious and stuff like that. It would terrify the shit out of me. I would be afraid, but I'm not afraid of harm or demonic possession. It never has crossed my mind.
Okay.
I'm one of those guys who whip out the Ouija board, no thoughts at all, where you're burning sage, trying to make sure that this shit's not following you anywhere.
Yeah. I would maybe use the Ouija board, but I wouldn't. I would do some things before and afterwards to make sure that it was open and closed the right way.
And you wouldn't toy with anybody. It would be a serious tool for you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You would toy with us. I know we're 100%. And you'd be possessed 100% too.
Ghost, do a fart.
And we all laugh, and then all of a sudden the board starts spinning.
And then I'm possessed.
Yeah. But
possession would suck. Dude, my bones don't work properly walking forwards, and if I had to walk backwards and my legs turned around and shit like that.
Oh yeah, that would hurt.
Forget about it.
Forget about it. You need to have, if we ever go again, you should get it doesn't seem like you're really concerned about that, but there's the St. Benedict's medal. That has on it a warning against demons to stay away. It's one of the only Catholic icons that's almost always has that on it. So that's why people often see about Saint Benedict. They'll bring it with them ghost hunting in case a demon does come out.
Gotcha.
It's got like a thing.
No,
against
like
it.
stones or anything, like crystals that do this trick.
So there may be.
I have to go religious on this.
So I don't know, to be honest with you about that.
Okay.
I've just seen more of the religious ones. So holy water obviously irritates them, keeps them away.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Saint Benedict metal also.
Yeah, because we've never seen like a really like. I mean, anytime there's like a possession thing, there's never like some sort of like, old holistic woman that's like.
Well, there may be. I mean,
it's always you got to go to the Catholic priest.
Well, that's what we'll see on regular TV. Now, I do think there are other paths, definitely. Like, if you were like a white witch and you know about this kind of stuff, you would probably know how to open up positive energy.
Well, that's true. Yeah, exactly. You're right. Because a lot of they'll go to see the psychic crystal ball lady and shit like that.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's some way to do it. I mean, I'm sure sage has something to do with it too if you go that route.
Yeah.
Because I have heard that can help too. For demons too. So I think it's really. If you believe any of this, I think it's intention. So if you come at it with like, I'm powerful and I'm going to help this being to move on.
Do you think they would be upset with me that I turned their little town into a tourist attraction?
They could be, and I've seen that in some of these shows.
Okay.
Yeah, because they feel like they're being put on as specters or for amusement.
So we buy this town. What would we do with it?
I mean, so you could make it into like a ghost hunting academy. And so maybe like people are there with reverence and like you teach them how to like do things like, instead of just going and laughing, it's kind of like, oh, no. We want to get to their life. So tell us more about where you've been.
Like the Xavier Academy for ghost hunting.
For ghost hunting, exactly. And you connect with the ghosts. Yes. Oh, that's a good story too. The Xavier Academy. Yeah.
So I would be Cyclops. You could be Professor X.
Oh, in my wheelchair? Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. I'm into it.
Yeah.
All right, man. God, this is great.
Yeah, let's make an offer. $270.
$270 will make it work.
Yeah.
So you're so like, what would make you afraid? So like, obviously, like we're talking.
Like if something like
I'm gonna give you scenarios.
Attacked me.
That's only one.
Yeah.
So let's say scenarios. Okay. So we're talking to a ghost right now. We don't hear anything with our ears, but we were play back our EVP, our recordings, and you hear something like, "Hi."
Yeah, they were just friendly.
Cool. Okay.
Friendly ghost.
We get another one, and you're like, what are you doing here? Get the fuck out. Like real gravelly, mean voice. How would you feel with that one?
I would, fuck you. This is my house.
Okay, so then you start to provoke.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you got a scratch on your neck.
Okay, now I'm freaked out.
Then you would stop.
Yeah.
We get the sage, or get the Benedict medal.
Yeah, then you'd have to I'd call you up, you'd come over. Dude, I don't want to, like, because if they could, like, most of the time, they're just going to talk into a recording?
Yeah.
Whatever.
Interesting. That's interesting. That's cool. Okay.
But if they can physically harm me, that is where I draw the line.
Okay. Perfect. So we got that line.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about seeing things. Okay. Now you're walking around. The room gets cold.
Yeah.
You're like a cold spot.
Just like a little spot. If I step to the side,
it's
warmer
just like,
again.
Oh, it's cold over here.
Fine with it.
Okay. All right. So now you're walking around, and all of a sudden there's like a mist, kind of like in the corner, and you're like, "Is that a mist over here in the corner?"
A mist. Does it taste like anything?
I don't know. I've never been there in person.
Does it smell weird?
This is only hypothetically that I've seen through TV screens.
Yeah, because I mean, we have a ton of cold spots in this house.
Okay.
We have a lot of areas that smell weird and taste weird.
Sometimes smells can be associated too. Yeah, phantom smell.
Right now I'm fine with it because it's basically
So mist. Okay. What if you see like you start to see like a torso, but no head and no limbs, just like a
men's torso or a woman's torso?
Men's.
Okay. Is he wearing anything?
Yeah. Wearing like a period outfit from like like the Civil War.
Oh, cool. Yeah, torso, fine with it.
Okay.
I'd call my friends and be like, yo, do you guys see this torso?
Okay. Interesting. Okay, so that's okay.
Is it just floating?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you like look out the window and you just see somebody like this.
Oh.
For momentarily and then disappears.
Scary. Okay. I don't like that.
Because I've seen that on one of my shows too, where the person like, I just saw a person crouched down outside the window.
Yeah.
And there's I remember being like, we didn't see it on, so if you believe them or not, but I remember getting like the goose. I'm like, that's terrifying.
Dude, no, yeah, just thinking about it happening to me right now, I have goosebumps.
Right?
Because like it would be, because I do think about that. So when I was a kid, we lived in a raised ranch. So my room was kind of like underground. So whereas like head level, there were windows, but they're at the base of the house.
Yeah.
So, and I would wake up in the night to go to the bathroom, and right to the right of me, so the toilet's here, and right to the right of me is a window.
Got it.
And every single night, and I'm getting goosebumps just talking about this, I would make a point to not look out the window because I was 100% certain there was going to be a face staring back at me.
That would be scary.
Yeah. And it was not like a ghost face or anything. I just was like, there's going to be something looking at me. Like, I never thought about where the face would come from.
Yeah.
But it was, so I would make a point to not look in the window.
Interesting.
And, so that was like, dude, all the time. I think about it all the time.
I wonder why that is. Yeah.
It was weird. So now, just if I saw like a creepy face in my window.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. All right. So you see, okay. This is what I wanted. Yeah. I mean, that would freak me out too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah.
So that's this is our ghost, our off the cuff ghost extravaganza, because it's something that we could talk about easily for like hours.
I mean, we've already done it for about 4.
Yeah, we both have like a taste in ghosts.
Did I tell you my brother got me for Christmas an EMF field?
No,
reader?
really?
We can use it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the one you just click on and you put it over and like it goes up like to green. Double green, yellow, and red for like more EMF fields. Yeah,
that's great. You bring it over, and we'll figure out like why my Wi-Fi is shitting the bed.
All right, we'll try it. Yeah,
might be a ghost.
It's possible. Yeah.
All right, let's go back real quick. Let's talk about Shining Vale.
Yeah.
What's your take on it? How you want to watch this? Now, granted, you can't binge it. It's a weekly episode. There's 3 episodes out right now.
Yep. Okay.
It's coming out every week. But what's your first app's official rating?
I'm gonna a solid watch.
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
It wasn't one where I was like dying to get back into it. I enjoyed the idea.
Yep. Perfect amount of time. 30 minutes was great.
The characters is where I think I don't really care for any of the characters, really. Like, Courtney Cox. I mean, they're all not supposed. I don't think you're supposed to really like any of them, except maybe Greg Kinnear.
Yep.
But and the little boy, he's fine.
Yeah.
But he's still kind of a dick.
I mean, well, he's not really engaging. He's just
exactly.
doing his own thing.
He's just doing his thing. He's not bringing anything to the table.
No.
But and I think if it was like had characters that I care about more or whatever. But I'm interested to see where this is going. Yep. If it's just going to be like, I don't know. Is it going to be more of like Courtney Cox seeing things, or is she going to be more possessed now? Kind of like take it like The Shining, or what's the one with the house? It starts with an A.
The house with the A.
And it has the 2
Annabelle.
windows.
Oh, that's well, what is that one? Oh my god. Yeah, the one that's the famous one, Lorraine Wilson, Amityville.
Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, it was Lorraine Warren and
we don't talk about. Oh. We talk about Ryan Reynolds, shirtless, chopping wood, all possessed.
He was possessed.
Amityville.
Yeah, horror house. Yeah.
It's gonna be like that, you think, or is it just gonna be more her seeing ghosts?
I mean, I'm assuming it's gonna be kind of like I don't know if she'll be possessed or not. I mean, I do think it's going to be like, tearing the family down to pull them back together again because they're already in a really bad spot.
Yeah.
So how the tearing's going to happen, whether it's mom gets in the middle of it or it's they just, get scared the hell out of each other because of ghosts. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see bring the family together, some sort of retribution, make these characters a little more likable.
Exactly.
I think I would like that.
Yeah. Because, I mean, they're so, like you said right now, hard to root for that I feel like that's got to be what's kind of coming.
Exactly. Yeah. We will see. Like I said, 8 episodes total. You can watch it on Stars. Go check it out. You can watch the first 3 episodes right now. And let us know what you thought.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, that's it for us. You could check us out on all the socials: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are First Steps Podcast.
Yeah. Tell us your ghost stories, by the way.
Yes. Yeah,
I want to see them in the comments.
Absolutely. Pop Culture Playground is our YouTube channel. It's where you find this show, video game news show, a couple other stuff. Go subscribe there. And podcast services around the world.
Globe.
You can find us anywhere you choose to listen to podcasts. Mm-hmm. So go do it. What are you waiting for? All right, that's all we got. Thank you so much for another week of listening to us ramble about nonsense. And we'll see you next week
on the other side.
On the other side. More First Steps.
Next week.
Bye. Then she's outside taking their cute little dog out.
There's a little. Your cute little dog has a little present.
What, she poop?
Yeah, little poopies.
Where?
Right here.
She just pooped on the floor?
Yeah, little poopies. Yeah, she had to go poopies.
Oh my god.